You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Know the truth. My work is unrivaled in explaining to you why narcissists and psychopaths behave as they do. As you know, I do this not for reasons of altruism. I do this because it suits me to do it. It enables me to build my legacy. It also enables me to correct the many errors of misinformation that are out there about my kind, something which irritates me and threatens my sense of control. I like to provide this education because I want you to understand. I want you to learn. I want to forge my legacy. I want you to know the truth because then, through your informed decision-making, I can see less of the speculation that takes place about the reasons why people behave as they do that is inaccurate and that I find offensive. And it builds upon my legacy as more and more people realize, H.G. Tudor has explained it for me once again. It all makes sense. Many of the people that consult with me, who I assist in getting out of very difficult situations and enable them to achieve freedom, regularly return explaining that as a consequence of my work, not only have they moved on with their lives and embraced a much happier state of affairs, but having learned so much about narcissism through my work, it's as if they have been given a key to understanding human behavior. So much that befuddled them, bewildered them, and puzzled them about the why people behaved then became all too apparent, particularly with regard to those individuals who have a major impact upon humanity. World leaders, politicians, military leaders, entertainers, the big decision makers at organizations, the captains of industry, etc. They all of a sudden started to realize why these people do the things that they do. They started to realize why people fucked up hitherto excellent careers. Beforehand, they would shake their head and think, why did you do that? But now, with the provision of information about narcissism, it has helped them understand. Harry's wife is a major tool in this arsenal. While she's a fairly bland individual, she provides us with such a brilliant example of narcissism in action because not only is she so thirsty for that fuel that she puts so much out there, but there are so many people that want to cover her also. I, of course, provide evidence of narcissism through lots of different videos and have analysed lots of different people. But there's a lot of work about Harry's wife quite simply because there's so much material out there about her and so many of you are so interested in her. And thus, it provides me with a major plank of the assertion of my legacy. I know as part of doing all of this that you find my analyses of videos particularly helpful because to see a real-life example of a particular facet of narcissism in action really drives it home for you. Therefore, where I've explained the behaviour of Jada Pinkett Smith on the red carpet, or the interaction that took place in relation to Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, those detailed video analyses have proven instrumental in aiding people's understanding. It enables you to access the truth. I've continued to do this in relation to Harry's wife, utilising much of the footage that is out there so that you can see parts of narcissism being acted out, but also that it enables you to actually understand why on earth has she behaved this way. Time and time again, I see in comments, not only on my own channel, but that are directed to me from other places and in other forums, where people still don't understand why she does as she does, and indeed often put forward their theories behind her behaviour which are incorrect. She behaves as she does because she's a narcissist. It's that simple. Her narcissism was created to protect her. And when it comes to her interactions or potential interactions with other people, that's what it does. Everything that she does in relation to other people, everything that she says, everything that she thinks about in relation to other people is guided by her narcissism, with a view to protecting her from threats to control enabling her to maintain control, allowing her to extract fuel, which is her lifeblood, causing her to acquire character traits to bolt onto the construct which imprisons the creature, and to attend to those residual benefits which are so important to her. The narcissism is the background app. Many people seem to forget that, even where it has been spelt out to them time and time again. It's her narcissism that governs it, and it always comes back to the prime aims. I see so many different theories bandied around as to why she does as she does, and you and others can gain the simple answer. The reason she did that was because it was governed by her narcissism, which was attending to the prime aims, and because. And you can direct them to my work, and in particular, the video analyses. Given that we live in a world whereby so much is filmed, not only officially and formally, but also informally by people carrying camera phones around with them, it provides us with an excellent opportunity to utilize that footage for the extension of knowledge. And to that end, I'm asking you that where you find some footage showing Harry's wife in action, provide it to me. It might be the case of it appears in a YouTube video, or you found it elsewhere, but send the link and identify where the relevant section can be found, so that I can take a look at it and determine, is this something that would be suitable for helping people, 1, understand narcissism, and 2, understand why Harry's wife has behaved in the way that she has. There's lots of really useful pieces of information that many of you send to me, which contains video behaviour on her part. And I've made particular use of it as of late because there has been something of an excess arising out of the Invictus Games and also the Kevin Costner fundraiser. But I'm inviting you that where you find some interesting footage, identify it for me and send me the links. Don't just say, have you seen the video, HG, of such and such? Chances are I haven't, because I'm busy about other matters. Provide it to me. If you can, provide the relevant file or at least a link, and then I can look at it and analyse it for you. And that way, you get to understand precisely why Harry's wife has done as she has done, and others get to also understand more about narcissism. It's a win-win, as you get to know the truth about Harry's wife and narcissists overall. Thus, I thank you in advance for undertaking this and for your continued suggestions about work for me to look at. If you want me to analyse individuals or explain certain situations, not just Harry's wife, then all you need do is ensure that you send to me at hgtudorvideo@gmail.com. And there you will provide me with that information at hgtudorvideo@gmail.com for me to analyse further. Don't just send me a video. Explain which part of the video it is you want to analyse and what it shows, so then it's easier for me to determine quicker should I include it. Don't just send me a video and say, watch this HG, it's interesting. That doesn't help. If there are articles that you've found, information that you've found, doesn't have to just be Harry's wife. Indeed, diversifying would also be welcome. Send it to me at that email address so that I can analyse it for you. And thus we all benefit. You are entertained and you learn. I extend my legacy. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.